Imagine you walk up to a clubhouse, but the door stays locked tight. You knock, yet nothing happens. The door won't even let you whisper a secret inside until it knows exactly who you are. What kind of door refuses to open until you prove you belong? So that locked clubhouse isn't alone. It has three helpers working together. There's Pip, the visitor who wants in. There's the guard at the door who only checks and relays. And far away sits the wise checker who actually decides. Three friends, one job, keep the clubhouse safe. Now those three friends have grown-up names. Pip the visitor is called the Supplicant. The guard at the door is the authenticator. And the wise checker far away is the authentication server. Don't worry about the spelling, just remember visitor, guard, and checker, and you already understand the whole team. Remember the guard at the door. His door is special. It has 2 slots. The first slot is always tiny and open just a crack, only big enough to pass safety questions through. The second slot, the wide one for real toys and messages, stays sealed shut until you pass. So Pip steps up and taps on that tiny open slot. It's like saying, "Hello, I'd like to come in, please." This first little hello has a name. It travels as a special knock the guard understands. The guard hears it and instantly turns to ask his very first question. Now the guard asks the only question he ever asks. Who are you? That's it. The guard isn't smart enough to judge answers, he just collects them. So he leans toward the tiny slot and asks Pip for a name and a secret, then waits to carry it onward. So Pip whispers back through the tiny slot, a username and a secret password, sealed safely so no sneaky listener can steal it. The guard catches this sealed note in his hand. But here's the twist, the guard can't read it himself. He must carry it to someone much wiser. So the guard turns and rushes the sealed note down a long hallway to the wise checker. The guard never peeks inside, that's not his job. He simply delivers the note and politely asks, "Is this visitor allowed?" Then he waits at the checker's desk for the answer. Now the wise checker opens a giant book filled with every allowed name and secret. She finds Pip's note, compares the password letter by letter, and nods. The checker is the only one who truly decides. Nobody else gets to say yes, only she holds the book of truth. So the checker sends her decision back down the hallway, a clear yes, let them in, or a firm no, turn them away. The guard catches this verdict. Remember, the guard simply trusts it, he never argues. Whatever the checker says, the guard obeys at the door. On a yes, the magic happens. The guard unseals that wide slot, the big one for real toys and messages. The door swings open and Pip steps inside the clubhouse at last. Now Pip can share videos, play games, and chat. The whole network is finally reachable. But what if Pip gives the wrong secret, or a stranger tries to sneak in? Then the checker says no. The guard keeps that wide slot locked tight and the stranger waits outside in the cold. The tiny slot still works for trying again, but the clubhouse stays protected. So why 2 slots instead of 1? Because that tiny crack lets the door ask questions without ever letting strangers touch the real network. No sneaking, no peeking at private toys until you prove yourself. It's like a peephole. You can talk, but you can't walk in uninvited. And this clever guarded door isn't just in clubhouses. It guards school Wi-Fi, office computers, and big company networks every single day. Each time a device plugs in or connects, this same little dance of hello, question, secret, and yes quietly happens in a blink. You just never see it. So let's remember our 3 friends. Pip the visitor knocks. The guard asks who's there and carries the secret to the wise checker. The checker opens her book and decides. On a yes, the wide door swings open. That careful handshake is exactly what Dot1x does every time.